This is Global Reference News. I'm Khadija Monroe. Let's take a look at what's made headlines this week. Kamala Harris continued her presidential election bid by heading to Atlanta to hold a rally in order to garner more Black support. However, the event drew the ire of Black voters, and many took offense at the fact for its so-called public degeneracy. Headlined by rapper Megan Thee Stallion, the showcase including hip-hop music, twerking, and other performative actions considered non-presidential. Some Black spectators were even offended by Harris quoting rappers in a Black scent that only seems to come out around election time. Former President and Republican nominee Donald Trump also made waves during his appearance in an interview with the National Association of Black Journalists last week. The interview got off to a fiery start when ABC News senior congressional correspondent Rachel Scott charged at Trump in what he considered to be a malicious tone and making accusations not welcoming to what was supposed to be an olive branch discussion. Trump fired back, stating the technical imperfections, delayed start time, and the securing of his appearance under false pretenses as electoral rival Kamala Harris was supposed to be on stage as well, but was a no-show. Further, Trump made headlines questioning Harris' Blackness, an issue that has had many in the African-American community on edge. In an offer made by Fox Network for moderation responsibilities, Donald Trump has agreed to debate Kamala Harris on September 4th. In a post made via Truth Social, Trump stated, "Rules will be similar to the rules of my debate with Sleepy Joe, who has been treated horribly by his party, but with a full arena audience," a reference to his previous debate with Joe Biden, who has since exited the presidential race. Harris has also made her interest in the debate known, stating that she is ready as well. Campaign financing updates show the month of July in review. The Democratic donor bloc has nominee Kamala Harris in full funding mode, as her campaign has been reported to have raised $310 million in just the month of July alone. Donald Trump's campaign, on the other hand, has been reported to have raised just $137 million. While Harris' July campaign funding can said to have reflected what is called the honeymoon phase due to a confidence surge after Biden's sudden exit, the Trump campaign has said to have more stable and committed donor participation. In other headlines, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin made a sudden decision to cancel a plea deal for the accused mastermind of the September 11, 2001 terror attacks, along with his accomplices. After years of negotiation to bring the cases to a resolution, Austin also replaced the overseer in charge. In a surprising move, Austin released a memo on Friday night, quietly announcing that the weight of such a significant decision should be on his shoulders. Just 2 days prior, the Pentagon had revealed a plea agreement with Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, also known as KSM, as well as 2 other defendants, Walid bin Attash and Hossawa, were implicated in planning the attacks. The memo, directed to Susan Escalier, who oversees the military commissions at Guantanamo Bay, stated that Austin would be taking back the authority in these cases and handling it personally. Austin decided to withdraw from the 3 pre-trial agreements, which had previously removed the possibility of the death penalty for the 3 individuals. Sources revealed by Global Reference News have announced a sentencing date concerning the Hunter Biden convictions. Set for November 13th, Biden will be sentenced for federal gun charge violations following the June guilty verdict. Normally, such charges could carry a sentence of up to 25 years and a fine of up to $750,000. However, experts predict Biden will probably serve less than a year if given any prison time at all. And our final headline, which happens to be a more somber one. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee was laid to rest last week in a funeral attended by thousands. Advocates from politics, religion, social justice, criminal justice, civil rights, workers, in addition to family, friends, and supporters came to pay their respects. The Congresswoman passed away on July 19th at the age of 74. In addition to her funeral, her name came up in headlines as congressional powers led by Texas Governor Greg Abbott are seeking to hold a special election to determine who will fill her seat. This was Khadija Monroe with this week's top U.S. headlines. Be sure to visit us at www.globalreferencenews.com for international news and updates happening around the world.